Welcome back to those who joined us when we installed the solar panel. We're now going to complete the installation by installing the solar charge controller. This is the one that came with it, 30 amp PMW charge controller. We're not going to use that. We've spent a little bit extra money. We've upgraded to the Renogy Rover MPPT 20 amp charge controller. So we're going to fit that one today. So we've got the components with the eco-worthy kit. This connects the charge controller to the batteries. The cables are above, coming in from the solar panel. We're going to connect them. So first things first, we need to get this positioned. It says it needs around about 6 inches clearance above it. So we're going to see about where we're going to fit it on the wall. Right, so that's it installed. Next thing we need is to make a hole in the side of here for the cable to feed through. I've got a nifty little tool. I bought this from the UK shop Tool Station. It's got all the different holes for different size drill bits and whatnot. Obviously you can put it through, you see which size hole you need. So for this one I need a 12mm hole. So I've got the 12mm paddle drill. I'm going to drill from the inside out. That way it makes sure I'm going to clear everything that's on the inside. So I'm just going to turn my back to the camera again. Apologies. Just going to finish it off from the other side. And hopefully that should save it bursting through. Yep, that goes through no problem. So initially I did think that this cable was a little bit thin. It's rated at the 4mm squared, which is the 12 gauge wire. I was going to get different cable, but I've got the Will Prowse Mobile Solar Made Easy. Will Prowse is basically the god of DIY solar on the internet. And it says for 20 amp charge controller with a distance of less than 10 feet, the 12 gauge 4mm is perfect. What it didn't come with though is an inline fuse. I'm going to install a fuse again using Will Prowse recommendations. It needs a 20 amp fuse, so I've got my little goodies somewhere. Here they are here. Just dropped it on the floor. So we've got the 20 amp fuse ready to go in, so I just need to cut this cable and install the fuse. Right, so we've got the inline fuse fitted, so just literally close it shut. I've got a little box that I always keep. It's got the fuses that come in from the split charge relay, so the spare fuse will get put in that as well. So we just need to pop this in through here now. Just going to double check the distance to make sure that it definitely reaches the terminals. If I can get it to go, it's having a laugh at my expense. Yes, that reaches the terminals there. And yes, that easily reaches the charge controller there. Let's move out of the way so you can see. So we'll bring this back out. We'll drop this back down for now, just to make sure that the... No, we won't. Okay, we'll tuck it down beside the battery, just so it doesn't touch the terminals. So the next step, obviously, we're going to wire this to the charge controller. I'm going to use this book again as a guide. It's got a wiring guide in it. Obviously, at the moment, they're not connected up. They're not live or anything. So, but it tells you basically, obviously, get your negative connected first and then your positive after that. So just again, I'm just going to double check the colours. Excuse me, Laura, I'm sorry. So the brown is the positive and the blue is the negative. Put them back down there. So brown is a positive, blue is a negative. It's written underneath the charge controller. I might just twist the camera around quickly. Right, so it tells you underneath you've got the battery negative, battery positive. So the blue was the... Obviously it doesn't just come off. No, it does. So a Phillips screwdriver, crosshead screwdriver for those who don't call it Phillips. Battery negative. Give that a little pull to make sure it's in tight, and it's definitely in the battery negative. Take the cover off that one. Same again. Unscrew this. I'm just looking underneath. You've got to get them tight, but don't tighten them too much because it'll just strip the plastic threads inside. Or maybe under this bit that's in your bum. So right, we'll just get the Renogy instruction booklet now. So just double checking again, it says connect the negative first and then the positive, so we'll do that. So blue the negative. And then it's going to reach over to the positive. So again, I know you can't see, you're just going to have to take my word for it. And the charge controller's on. Bring the camera over so you can see. There we go. 12.6 volts in the battery at the moment. I was looking just how to program the battery type, but it's got it straight away. Sealed lead acid battery. So I'm just going to feed the excess of this cable just to the side. Obviously, once we build it properly, we'll have it fastened to the wall. But that's, for now, that's the charge controller itself installed. So we'll just put this little lot away. So the next step is we need to cover the solar panel. We need to make sure that it's not generating any electricity because we don't want any current coming through these wires.
From this point in the video we've lost our audio, so as you can see Robert's just covering up the solar panel there with a blanket, and he's just about to install the fuse. He's cutting the wires as we didn't want all the excess wire hanging. Obviously it would have been too much if he just left it, so he's just connecting the positive there and just measuring up the wire again. So that's connected there, he's got the fuse in, and now he's connecting in the negative. And that's it, done.